Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TMP Finance, where you make long and short-term investing simple. Today we're taking a look at the NASDAQ and at a bunch of stocks that you could be looking to place trades on as soon as Monday. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. And we're going to start off with the NASDAQ analysis here. Today the NASDAQ is currently up 0.47%. Typically the NASDAQ moves up a lot faster and a lot higher within these bull markets. We haven't got these very volatile days. I want to see a day that's up above 1%, but you know what? Regardless, we are still in the clear when it comes to the bull market. There is no doubt in my mind that we are in a bull market, and you should be going long now. Let's just take a look at our Bollinger Bands over here, and we are pushing up right through that upper band like it's absolutely nothing. Again, even though it's not a big day that we had, this gives us a lot of bullish confirmation. Not only that, we also had a previous break of our upper resistance level here, and we're making a new higher high in this higher high, higher low sequence. That is everything you want to see when we're in a bull market. And right now we have placed a trade for the NASDAQ. It's this one right here, and we're currently up about 0.449%, I believe, when it comes to the NASDAQ. Again, after a leverage, that looks like about 4.41%, and there's a lot of upside to be seen. So right now, I'm looking to take profit right before 25,000, which is a great psychological number, and I have my stop loss being trailed. Right now, it's most likely going to be somewhere at about 23,900. But regardless, if you haven't got into a position now, I'd recommend looking for a good entry that's low risk and getting into a long position. The whole tech sector is about to rally up. Right now, a lot of stocks that are breaking out are quantum stocks as well. Quantum stocks, AI stocks, chip making stocks. All three of those are breaking out considerably. So right now, this is a perfect time to get into the market because there's a lot of money to be made. The only time that I'll be considering a bear market is if we break below this 22,954 line, as this is a consolidation zone. This zone over here, of course, is just bullish. I want to see a break of this zone, and then I'll be closing my positions and getting my money out. But that's not going to be happening for a long time from now. So right now, again, I'm taking a look for the NASDAQ to move up. And speaking about the NASDAQ, let's take a look at the heat map today. It's been pretty mixed here, a bit on the bullish side. Here, you had Tesla did considerably well, 7.36%. We will take a look at that soon. Then you also had some stocks that weren't doing too well today. Amazon, Netflix, they broke the resistance line that they were moving up from. And I'm not saying to the upside. They moved to the upside, they broke up, and they broke back down to the downside, which is not a great sign for those. However, you still have NVIDIA that's just been chopping around. You have Apple that's been able to recover a little bit from just the past couple days. AMD went up considerably well. Microsoft went up considerably well. Palantir has been flying up. We've been placing a lot of trades on these tech stocks, of course, as I am a NASDAQ trader. And let me just reveal to you some of the positions we're taking. And let's take a look at AMD over here. For AMD, we are currently up about 1.86% today. We had a considerably bullish day as well. I really like the part where we came up 2%. If only we held up there, that would have been a perfect sign. But again, a lot of bearish volume here, a lot of bearish activity. It's going to take a little while before we get a nice flip. So I think that this right here is kind of like the line in the sand for the bulls and the bears. And if we want to see the bulls continue, we want to see a move again up here. And that gives me no doubt in my mind that we are definitely in a bull trend. But right now, our position, how you could have gotten in, this is the swing trade entry that we got into. I'm going to show you here on the AMD chart. What I was looking at was, as of yesterday, AMD was moving down considerably. We can see that we had this main resistance line, which is the one that we just saw on the daily chart. But we also had this tighter resistance line as well. This is just intraday here. And as soon as we got a break from that line here, I started placing my position. I placed my position about here. I have my stop loss right at the low of day. And I'm just letting the market run up. And that's worked out beautifully. So again, I want to see a nice move to the upside. It looks like bearish momentum is starting to slow down. And you can see by this bull shape starting to be formed, I'm going to see some bullish activity to the upside. If you want to place a trade now, have your stop loss right about 157.89. That could give you some good potential for a trade now. But regardless, I think that AMD is going to go up considerably, as I keep saying. I think we'll easily see, no doubt in my mind, 179, 180. I'm taking profit at 179 as it's right before that psychological level. But I think there is a very, very good chance that if we do get a lot of bullish volume, we could see some new all-time highs, or at least some new recent highs. I like to see $200, and then after $2, I like to see $215. And if we do get a break above $215, then we will most likely get some very strong all-time highs. So that is my outlook for AMD. Let's take a look at Tesla quickly because, as I said earlier, it has been absolutely flying up 7.36% today. We took a trade yesterday that was made public to my Discord community, and we're currently up again 7.36. Our cash out is looking to be at 13.95, and right now we're putting that stop loss up to about 357, so that risk reward is getting even better as the days go by. But right now for Tesla, how could you even know to place these trades? Well, you know what? We've been absolutely killing Tesla because it's been such an easy chart to read. You have a lot of support and a lot of key resistance zones as well. And I'll just show you through a chart like this one here. You have resistance falling, you have support rising. As price gets tighter, you're going to see a more explosive move. We've been catching bounces up in between. We got a nice breakout of our upper trend line. We got a retest of the resistance line as well. And then from there, we're just on our way up. And again, this zone here, 360, was a very key area. So when I saw that we broke just above it, I'm like, yeah, I'm full porting Tesla and I am buying with all my might. And just like that, that's how you know how to make 7% days like this on Tesla. But I think that right now we could reach 415. That's going to give us 14%. As I mentioned before, we've taken 4 fantastic trades for Tesla. We are currently up on Tesla 130%. And then after this trade, 172%. So if you want to get all the insight to becoming a profitable day trader and swing trader, come take a look at that link in my bio. We're currently beating the market again by about 800% or something ridiculous like that. And that includes day trades for NASDAQ, day trades for stocks, swing trades as well. And if you want to get access to all the trades to take in real time, take profit, stop loss, percentage risk allocation, come take a look at that. The next stock I want to be taking a look at is CrowdStrike. I have been talking about CrowdStrike all over the place. I've been talking about it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I made multiple videos about it, but this is one of the stocks that I believe in the most. The reason being is because it's always making all-time highs. This is a very deep pullback or a very deep correction where you would typically see it make, bounce off, make this V-shaped recovery, and make a new all-time high. I really like the setup for this, and let me explain why. We had this resistance line here where we pulled back again 13%. We broke above with this very bullish day on earnings. Earnings were absolutely fantastic, as you can see here. We beat by 12%, so solid financials. Again, this company does involve with cybersecurity and internet infrastructure, so this is something that's not going away. You have a very strong support line here where we've made a lot of bottoms, a lot of touches, and rejected straight up. We did have a fake out of this breakout here, but regardless, we are broken above that fake out resistance line as well, and that is exactly what I wanted to see. We were up a significant amount we were up a lot today. If we just take a look at the chart here, we moved up about 2%, about 1.7%. We did pull back to only 0.63%, but I think that there is a very strong resistance ahead of us, and if we are able to break above the upper Bollinger Band, that is a fantastic sign. So again, the bias right now is bullish. After hours, you see the market moving up, so that is a very good confirmation that, inside buyers and big institutions are looking to place trades, and they're looking to get the positions in before the stock absolutely rockets to the upside. I'm looking for a new all-time high. 545 I think is a great take profit zone. Looking for 26% as of now. We purchased the stock at about $413, and it's up now to $436. So there's a lot of upside to be seen, and again, fantastic risk reward. Right now what I'm looking for is it's going to be a little bit less as of today, but you're looking for about 12 risk rewards, so that's still fantastic. I want to take a look at Google. This is one stock that I absolutely love. I think Google in the long term has a very bright future. There's no doubt about that. However, the setup that I'm seeing now is raising concerns for me, just because typically when Google gets a gap, it always fills it, especially a gap for a new all-time high. This is a large gap as well. This is 4%. Ever since, as far as I can go back into the chart, I can see that we filled all our gaps aside from one, which was very small back in 2017. It was about 2%, which is not even half the size of this current gap. So right now, I am pretty confident that we will get a retest of this level at 215 for gap fill at some point in the future. Now, when am I going to be able to suggest that? I want to see some more confirmation. I want to see a lot of bearish confirmation, just because we have a lot of bullish momentum here, and it would suck if you short the market and Google just keeps flying up. Again, it doesn't need to be done by a certain time, the gap fill. It could be in a year or 2 years from now. But if it is going to be in the short term, this is the setup I'm looking for. Before we do that, I just want to take a look at RSI over here, just to show you how overextended we are. And we'll take a look at the RSI. And as of the RSI, this only been at this level here at 84 about 3 times or 4 times since about 2015. So this is very rare. Every time we did get a move up here, we also were able to get a nice pullback of anywhere about 7 to about 12%, which is pretty much what I'm seeing here for this gap fill here. If we do get a breakdown, then I am looking for a fill of about 10% here. So yeah, very overextended. What I'm trying to see here to give me a lot of confirmation for a short position, I want to see a breakout of this rising support line, and not only that, I want to see a lower low sequence and then a lower high, and then that's when I'll be buying or selling my position actually at the lower high, and then shorting all the way down, having a very nice stop loss right at about 242. Let's say if that were to happen tomorrow. Again, you just got to wait for a break of the previous day candle. That's showing that we have a lot of bearish momentum, and then that's when you're getting into your position and you're shorting the market for a whole lot. Now, once we're back at 215, I'm definitely buying again, and that's going to be absolutely parabolic to the upside. You're buying at a very cheap valuation, and typically when a stock does fall, it moves back up faster when it's recovering, if it's a price that we've already been at before. So that's what I'm taking a look at there. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple stock is a little bit funny here. I'm not very confident in Apple stock in the long term, just because there's a lot of hesitation in the chart here. We can see that for a few months, we really haven't gone anywhere. We were stuck in this range. We got a very weak reaction to the earnings report in the first couple days, and then it started popping off here. So what I'm looking for as of Apple, I want to see a break for the short term above 237. Right now, there could be concerns of a head and shoulders here. So I want to be able to beat out the bears and be able to break above and look like we're making a new higher high in the sequence. After 235, if we do pass 237, I'll be looking for my next take profit at about 248 to 250, and I think that could be very, very good for Apple. But that's pretty much my outlook for the market. The market has been absolutely flying up, and as I said earlier, this is a great time for tech and for AI, for quantum, for chip making to pop off. So next week, I think you're going to see parabolic moves to the upside and more stocks than just Tesla. So do get ready for that. But thank you very much for tuning in, and I've been so thankful for the support that we've been getting in the past week. It's been absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for your trust in me, and I expect to see you guys Monday. Later, y'all. I'll see you then.